Lots to catch up on. I took a break, but I'm back and excited to just actually share some encouragement with you in today's video. Super laid back. I'm getting ready to go run a few errands, but I had to first get in a walk because it is beautiful out here. So I'm just doing this and enjoying some quiet time to myself, which is always so needed. I definitely think the next investment I need to make is a tripod for the car. I really need to get that. But welcome back to my channel. My name is Tatiana. I am a business coach and a mentor for women wanting to start their own stationery businesses, and I also love to inspire you and encourage you in your life to just get out of your own way. And today I'm going to just be talking about a lot of those different things. I ended up taking a little time off from my channel that was unexpected, just due to the unexpected things of life. You know, just life happens. My accountability partner, she says it best: life just keeps lifing, and that is so true. So yeah, I just wanted to catch up with you all, see how you're doing, share a little bit of what's going on with me, and really I wanted to kind of start something on here. I don't know how, I've never done this before, but I thought it would be fun to just share with you the things that are currently inspiring me, the things that are keeping me motivated just through different seasons in my life and just at different times. And so I think that it would be perfect. So I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite things that are really encouraging me right now in this current season that I'm enjoying, that are getting me through. So yeah, I think that'll be fun to share. I'm sorry the sun is on my face, but it's just the way it is. I'm in that drive-through at Starbucks, and I think I'm gonna get a little afternoon pick-me-up. I have a caffeine sensitivity, so I can't really drink coffee. I haven't had coffee in years at this point, but I do love me a good tea latte. Like, I'll get a green tea latte or a chai tea latte. So I think I'm gonna get one of those. That just sounds so good to me right now, and I just need it. I'm really trying to work on prioritizing just getting out of the house, getting some air, getting some quiet. As you can see, I don't have my husband or my daughter with me. I'm just really trying to prioritize that. There is so much going on right now that just mentally sometimes it's hard to process it all for me. And so it's just nice to be able to get out of the house sometimes and just think and have quiet. Like, I actually drive with usually nothing on. Usually it's silence unless I have a really good podcast or audiobook or something that I'm listening to. But I don't know, are you like that? Like, my mom, when she came to visit us last summer, she was like, do you really just drive in here with nothing on? And I was like, I guess so. Yeah, like I just feel like there's so much stimulation at home, like between like just my husband, he can be loud, you know, watching sports and talking and playing with Emery. And then Emery, I mean, she's 3, y'all can already imagine with that. Plus just things, you know, constantly, it's always something. Our dog is barking, and it's just, when I'm by myself, it's like I just love the silence. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I love it, and it's one of my favorite things. So I ended up going for a walk because I love going for walks. That is actually something that I'll probably actually say is something that encourages me. It's been cold, so they've been far and few in between throughout the winter, but going for a walk is by far always going to be something that keeps me motivated. It keeps me refreshed. It gives me a chance to just get outside and think and process and just be. But anyway, I'm ready for this Starbucks. This line is a little bit too long for me. It's 2:30 right now. I don't know why all these folks is in line.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. What can we get for you?
Yes, can I just get a short chai tea latte? Hot?
Short chai tea latte. Yes, ma'am. Anything else?
No, that's all.
Alright, and you want that hot, right?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I ended up actually getting sick the week before my Ideas to Reality challenge. which was definitely not part of the plan. Okay, y'all, like really. So that kind of took me out for pretty much an entire week. I'm still just trying to just get over it and everything, but I'm fine. But it was just like right in the height of me trying to just get all the last minute details and everything in order. And then I was like, why am I feeling like this? And yeah, so thankfully my husband was home, so he was able to kind of like take over with everything. But it's just crazy. 2, 3. Usually I use the app, but I have like a little bit of cash here. I'm like, why am I gonna use my cash? But yeah, so that was a lot. Just and then I was also sick back in December on Christmas. Basically, I was sick for Christmas, so I was just like, are we really doing this 2 months in a row? Like, what is going on? So that was a really annoying like last 2 weeks. So just trying to get back in the swing of things, and that ended up causing me to not have any videos on my channel last week because I just wasn't feeling it. Usually I film the week before or 2 weeks before it's time for my videos to go up, and so I was just like, I decided to prioritize resting and just getting better, and I'm glad that I did. I think that sometimes we can feel like we need to be on at all times, but the reality is if we're on at all times, then we never fully restore or recover or refresh, whatever you want to call it, whatever R word you want to use. And so then you're constantly always having to just catch up. You're never really reset to just start fresh, if that makes sense. And so I just decided to prioritize my health and do that. But yeah, it definitely was a lot. And then on top of that, just a lot of personal things going on that have been a lot, like a lot, very taxing on my spirit and all of that. But I think the main thing is what I'm learning as I get older is just that sometimes these difficult seasons, we have to fall into them instead of, you know, trying to run away from them or be spiteful against people or just the situation in general. And so I'm really trying to just fall into it in a sense of just really feeling everything, embracing it all, taking it for what it is, so that I can be fully present in it, so that I can appreciate when I am no longer dealing with this, you know, like I just want to be present in this moment of kind of just getting through, working through just a rough patch. So that's what's kind of another thing that's been going on. But yeah, between those two things and just the start of the year, trying to get everything going, and then my Handmade Planner Masterclass relaunched. So that was another thing, like I was just so busy trying to get that updated. The course has been refreshed, lots of things have been added to it, and so that was really fun. But yeah, that is launched. I was to share. So if you're interested, I'll make sure it's linked down below. But it's just basically if you want to create your own handmade planner or journal, that class will teach you the process. Hi. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day. Yes, I don't know if I mentioned it's Valentine's Day today when I'm filming this. So I'm actually getting ready to go to Costco, and I apologize if majority of this video is in the car. Those who rock with me, I know y'all will rock with me to the end, but I definitely feel this is totally a car vlog for the most part. But yeah, it's Valentine's Day, and I got my little size. If you didn't know, this was something I just recently learned. They actually have a size smaller than the tall. It's not on the menu, like you don't see it on anything, but I read it somewhere. This is the short size. So if you're like me and you're sensitive to caffeine, or if you just really don't want a lot, try the short size. It only comes in the hot drinks though. They don't do like short size, you know, like iced lattes and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like the perfect size for me. It's just enough to where I can like really enjoy it, get a taste, but it's not too much caffeine. Okay, I'm getting ready to go in Costco, but this is just so good. I feel like I just want to like sit here and finish this really quick. But it's just an interesting season right now. So it's weird because I picked faith to be my word for the year, and I really feel like I'm having to walk that out every day. And I'm grateful for it because, you know, it's like we get what we ask for in so many ways. And I'm really trying to grow my relationship with God and just really take it to a level I've never gone to before. And so while on one hand, I don't want to be going through any hardships or anything like that, at the same time, I'm grateful for it because I know that it's only going to make me stronger. And one of the things, well, really two of the things, I'm going to tell you guys about one of the things that's inspired me, and I'll tell you about another one once I get back home. I'm getting ready to go in Costco to get some groceries. I'm actually getting ready to get a membership with them because my grandmother had gave me her Costco card, and I had it for a really long time. And then since we moved to our new house, I have not been able to find the card anywhere. And so I'm like, you know what? It's just a yearly thing. Like, why not? I really love going there, and there's so much stuff. So I'm getting ready to run in. I don't even need that many things, but I got to get the membership. So I'm going to do that. But when I get back home, I'll probably share the other really big thing. But I hope this really encourages someone because I know we are all going through just so many different things right now. And one of the major things that has really been lifting me up during this time. Oh, what? Y'all, it's some ignorant folk. It's some ignorant folk. I'm just seeing this lady. She's parked across from me, and she basically just like did her cart, like whatever with the cart. I don't know, I always feel bad about just leaving my cart just like out in the middle of the parking lot. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But ooh, it is getting so hot in here. I'm gonna just open the window, share this with you, and then I need to go in the store because I feel like I'm just a little chatty Cathy today. But anyway, one of the major things has been the Transformation Church series that is currently taking place right now. It's Here is Holy series. And for anyone, first of all, I know there was like a whole thing that happened with one of the sermons that he did, and it like went viral, and people were like, oh my gosh, it was disgusting, which it was disgusting. I'm not going to get too much into it, but I wanted to just say that first because I know someone might be like, oh, you watched that? Yes, I do. And I also just feel like that in itself, to me, just the fact that that situation happened with the pastor and so many people had even more negativity to bring to the situation, almost kind of made this series even more solidified for me that I needed to be all in and tuned in watching it. I've been watching Transformation Church for at least the last two and a half years now, and I have to say this series is really one of the best. It's called Here is Holy, and it's so good, y'all. It's really just about embracing the here and now. Even though our brains are so trained to want to focus on what's next for us, what are we doing, what's happening in 3 years from now, 5 years, whatever the case is. And so the series is all about us fully taking in where we currently are, even if it sucks, you know, if it's not what you're wanting right now, if it's looking kind of grim, or, you know, if you've been really hoping for something to change and it's just not quite happening for you. It's this constant reminder of like, no, here is holy. And if you are here, God is holy. And just really taking this season and fully being in it. And like all these different themes of everything that has been really encouraging me has all been like telling me the same stuff. And so that's why I'm really also feeling like I need to just fully embrace what I'm dealing with right now, because I know that it's happening for a reason. I know that I'm here for a reason. And so that series has been encouraging me so much. I've been taking so many notes and just getting so full from the word, like week after week. So I really encourage you, if you haven't heard about the series, or if you're looking for just something to kind of get you going through this season, it's a really, really good one. And then the song that they have to go with it, they have a song called Here is Holy that kind of almost seems like they open it up before they start the sermon for the day or whatever. They have the song that goes with it, and it is just it's such a beautiful song. The words just everything. Like, it just makes me like break down crying basically every time I hear it, because it's just that good. And it's such a good reminder that God is here and he has me here for a reason. And even more than that, there's never been a situation that God has not gotten me through. And so as I'm saying that about myself, you know, I'm hoping that it's encouraging you as well. If you are sitting here and you are like, things suck, like I'm over it, I'm done, just know you're not alone. Know that he is there with you. He is having you, priming you for something that you probably don't even know. Like, you don't even know the blessings that are getting ready to come your way. Like, you have no idea. And so yeah, the series is really good, but I'm getting ready to go in here now so that I can get my stuff. People keep looking at me.
So casually keep diving into concrete, so bittersweet, huh? Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me? Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the low, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark.
Okay, so it's actually the next day, and I ended up getting a headache last night, so I didn't continue the video, obviously. Just relaxed with them. We ended up watching Masked Singer. We're like really behind on Masked Singer, so we've just been catching up. But like, Emery loves those shows, and then that I Can See Your Voice, it's fun watching those with her, and I love them too. So that's what we basically did. And then we started on some Netflix series. It's like The Woman Across the Street or something like that. So we started watching that and then ended up dozing off. And so this morning, I'm just trying to get some last minute details in order. As I mentioned earlier in this vlog, the Handmade Planner Masterclass is officially launching today as I'm doing this. So just have a few other things I need to add into the actual class, and then I'll be announcing it and all of that stuff. If you're watching this and you're interested, there is a $50 off coupon code for you in the description of this video, so check that out if you're interested. Read up about the class and all of that, and then yeah, you'll be able to sign up at a discount for launch week, so check that out. Okay, so before I share my other inspirational thing with you all, I have to just quickly vent, okay? Let me get in my comfy chair for this. Okay, so this is just gonna be really quick, but these glasses are like so funny. I can't find, or my other glasses are downstairs actually. I can't find them, but they're downstairs, and I really was feeling lazy and did not feel like going down there to get them. But they're just like blue light glasses, so bear with me. Anyway, most of the clients that I work with are on the East Coast. If you don't know, I am, I guess what you would consider more on the West Coast. I'm Mountain Time, so I'm 2 hours behind East Coast. Sorry, I'm still just like, my kickoff calls are a 20-minute call to have a chance for us to just chat a little bit, talk about your needs, where you are with everything, and then just based off of that, I can assess what program might be best for you for us to work together, which one of my courses, or whatever the case might be. And so for these calls, I prepare for them a little bit, especially like if you share your social media, I'll get on, kind of look at what you're already doing, read over your questionnaire in depth that you fill out, because in order to set up the call, you have to fill out a questionnaire, and then I will kind of create a little customized suggestion for you for when we're on the call. So I have early morning slots on some mornings for my calls so that people have opportunity to get in with me, because I know the time difference and things like that. So my earliest call is at 7 a.m. on some days, and I get up out of bed, I get myself together. Some days I even will put makeup on depending on the day. I get things together for Emery to make sure she's good, because sometimes she wakes up earlier than expected, all to sit down and get ready to have the call, and then see that someone canceled literally a minute or two before the call. And I know life happens, I know things happen, but this happens so often, not even just the morning slot, but just in general, where people will sign up for these calls and then they just randomly cancel. And then when I follow up and I'm like, hey, well, did you want to reschedule or anything? And then there's just like no follow-up. So it's like, I don't know, it's just frustrating because I do set aside time for these and just try to make sure everything's good to go. And then when it's a cancellation at the last minute, which again, I understand life happens. Like, I know sometimes it's not always going to be like, oh, I have 24 hours to let someone know. But a lot of times it is, from what I've noticed. So I don't know. I guess I'm just saying, whether you're signing up for a call with me or someone else, just try to be respectful of people's time, because it's like, I don't know. It's just kind of, it makes me feel like, I don't know. I don't really know how it makes me feel, but it does kind of upset me a bit, just because I try to get everything together and then you're like, I'm scrambling, like, you know, all of this stuff at 7 o'clock in the morning so I can sit down and be ready to go for the call. So it's just like, it's just frustrating. And then people will not even give a reason for it, or they'll just say something really vague, which again, I'm not taking away from there being emergencies and things like that. This is not really what I'm talking about. It's more so just when people just randomly don't show up, or just different situations. And, you know, mistakes happen, things happen, and it's not, some people will actually get back to me and they will apologize, or they will reschedule, or it was just like maybe they missed the email or whatever. That's fine. I mean, those kind of things happen, but it's just like, especially this early morning slide, I just be like, really? After I just got everything together, like, it's just, but anyway, I had to just get that out, let that out, because sometimes there's frustrations with anything that we do, but I'm really not wanting to charge for these calls. I mean, they're like a discovery call, basically, so I don't want to charge for them, but I keep leaning towards doing that just so that people can maybe respect my time a little bit more. I don't know. I'm going to continue to do them for free for now, though, but it's something I've been teetering on for the last year, because I mean, it happens all the time. The last thing I wanted to share is I'm currently like listening to / reading a book, and I'm also finishing another book. So I don't even think I have, the book that I'm finishing is not up here, but it's called The Big Leap. That's the first one. I would 100% recommend reading that book, especially if you are multi-passionate, or you have a lot of just different things you're interested in and you're trying to figure out what to do, or if you're just looking for something to just kind of guide you on what to focus on right now in life. I highly suggest reading The Big Leap. Like, it's so good. I'm on the final chapter, I believe, so I'm just about finishing up with it. My plan was to finish it in January, but I'm not going to focus on what didn't happen. I'm going to just focus on the fact that I'm almost done now. And then the other book, the one that I'm actually listening to, I pre-ordered the book because it's brand new. I pre-ordered it, and it came out on February 8th. It's now February 15th, and the book is still not here. So I ended up just getting it on audio because I was just really excited about it, and it's called Living Fully by Mallor, Ervin. I've been following her online for a really, really long time, like years, but she recently released her book. And so again, it's called Living Fully, Dare to Step into Your Most Vibrant Life. And then I'm going to show you, this is what the cover looks like, so just in case you end up being interested. But y'all, let me see, it's kind of bright. Maybe I turn my brightness down. Maybe if I turn my brightness down, I don't know if you can kind of see that. Maybe I'll bring her back here with me. That's what it looks like. But it's such a good book. I really want it, when I get the physical copy, I'm probably going to go back and like highlight some sections and things that I really liked, because it was so many gems. I'm still reading. I think I have a little under an hour left. But I've been listening to it when I've been in the car, or like if I'm cooking or walking or just whatever. And the biggest thing I would say, I mean, there's so many just themes and points with it, but what I will say is that you never know somebody's story, especially like when you follow them online. And so just to hear some of the things that she went through and the hardships she faced, even in like being Miss America, or not Miss, no, she was Miss Kentucky. And just, you know, if you look at her life online, you'll be like, oh my gosh, she like has it all. She, you know, but just to hear some of the different things that she's experienced and been through to get to this point, I think it's just always interesting and a good reminder that we see where people are today, but we have no idea where they came from, what they've been through, what they did to get to where they are, to be the spirit that they are and different things. And the whole theme of the book that I keep just loving, as she's just sharing some of her personal stories and just giving some real life advice and things. But I'm just loving the recurring theme of we sometimes are scared to face certain things because we're scared we might fail, or we're scared that something might not go right, or you might be in a current situation where you feel like things are not going right and you just want to run away from it, or you want to ignore it. And like she had said in one part, it's almost like you will do all these other little things to just avoid the bigger issue, you know, to just face that. You will do all these small little side tasks and stuff. And it's like we do all of that, but then people that we admire, people we look up to, have been through difficult things in their life. They've been through hardships and situations where you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they were strong enough to get through that. And so if the people that we admire have been through some difficult things and that's what got them to where they are, you know, that's part of their story, their journey, then why do we want to hide from those things within ourselves? You know, we just as much will have a story to tell, we'll have people to inspire, you know, because God really does put us in certain situations, I feel, to help others a lot of times. Just things that don't seem the most ideal. And then it's like it ends up being this beautiful thing where now you're able to encourage other people. I truly feel in my heart that my personal struggles and things I dealt with was to help other people. And I really learned that a lot when I finally decided to just get out of my own way and share my story about just like my entrepreneurship story. I'll make sure it's linked if you haven't seen it, of just the struggles and things that I dealt with, and the amount of people that relate to that, the amount of people that have been through the same exact situation, maybe, you know, slightly different or whatever. It was just mind-blowing to me to see that you can be helping someone. And the fact that people just even look at me and think, oh my gosh, you have it all together. And that's why I try to keep it real on this channel as much as I possibly can, because I don't have it all together. No one really does. No one really has it all figured out. And so anyway, to put it back to the book, I highly suggest reading it. It's definitely a quick listen. I can't even say quick read because I don't have the physical book yet, which is so annoying, but it is a signed copy, so I'm okay with waiting. But yeah, I wanted to just share about this book because it has just been really hitting on so many things that I need to hear, be reminded about. I've like teared up at certain parts. I've been laughing. And it's such a good book to just, it's such a feel-good book, I guess. I don't know. But it really, really some great just life things in there. So highly suggest that. And that actually made me think about another and last thing. So me and my husband, we started doing these devotions every night. We've been just doing them through the Bible app. And it all really started from us doing the fast for Transformation Church. It was the 21 days of prayer and fasting. So we did that whole plan. And then after that, I was like, oh, we should continue this. You know, we do it every night before bed. And so we ended up reading this plan in here. I'm trying to find it, called Hope for the Hurting. And it's by Dr. Tony Evans. This is what the plan looks like. I have to just put it back here because I don't know. It's like hard to see stuff. Oh, that one actually kind of shows up. That's what it looks like. It's on the Bible app. It's just a 5-day plan, but this man really went through a lot. Like, he lost so many people close to him in like a short period of time. I think it was like his wife, his sister, or was it his sister? It was a sibling, I believe. His daughter, like so many people within like a very short period of time. And it's just like, I don't even know how this man is still, you know, like able to encourage other people, but he literally is using his experiences of loss, devastation, you know, just all of that, and through his healing process to, it just brings it all back into perspective of just what it is. Yeah, he said in the span of less than 2 years, I lost my brother, my only sister, my sister's husband, my 2 nieces, my father, my wife. At the same time, both of his daughters received a cancer diagnosis. Y'all, like, what? That is crazy to me. So this was just good as just a good perspective reminder of just like, okay, it doesn't necessarily always make the situation any better, but sometimes it is helpful to just be reminded that, like, okay, people are out here really dealing with some real, really, really, really serious things. There's really no level of what it is because everybody deals with stuff differently, but it makes me more grateful for the fact that I still have those people in my life, you know, and it makes me look at my situation a little bit differently. Like, okay, even though this sucks and I really don't want to be in this position right now, I am going to just, like I was saying earlier in this vlog, I'm just going to fall into it. I'm going to take from it what I'm supposed to take from it. You know, hopefully it will make me stronger. And in the end, that's just how to look at it. Just be grateful for the things that are going right, the things that are going well around me. And yeah, so that's just a few things I wanted to share with you all to just kind of inspire you and just help you just with perspective on things, because, you know, it's so much going on. There's always so much going on, regardless of the fact that we're in all of this stuff with the world right now. But just even before that, you know, like, we're always dealing with something. There's always something going on. And so hopefully these little just inspirational things will help you, give you something new to look into, try out, read, listen to, whatever the case may be. Also, I just saw that I'm actually on a podcast. I recorded this like back in November last year, so I had almost forgot about it. But the podcast is called Become a Media Maven. I'm talking all about like all things handmade planners and just stationery business, stuff like that. So if you're interested, I'll make sure that that's linked down below if you want to hear my episode with Christina Nicholson. It was really fun to record that with her. So I'm going to go have another call coming up, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, supporting. If you enjoy my videos, if you're even still watching, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I truly appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.